Well, hello there. How you guys doing? My name's Llama, or Brandon, whatever the fuck you want to call me. Welcome to Truthful Tuesdays. This is my first segment of my very first vlog type podcast sort of thing that I'm doing on my channel. This is probably actually going to be the first video that you're going to see on this channel, which is awesome. So if you're watching this, welcome to the Llama Squad. My name is Brandon, like I did say earlier. So what this channel is going to kind of consist of is on Tuesdays, it's going to be called Truthful Tuesdays, and pretty much the rest of the days throughout the week. I'll try and upload daily, but it's going to be mainly like gaming / vlogging, so kind of like in general synopsis, kind of like vlog, podcast, gaming. Pretty much about it. Pretty simple guy. I like to stick to things in threes. That's 6. Just kidding. 3. So what Truthful Tuesday is it's me sitting down for about anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. I have no fucking idea how long this video is going to be. But what I usually do is I come up with 3 topics to talk about. Now those 3 topics today are kind of the whole Ebola thing, and how media blew it out of proportion, how it was like this huge thing, how everyone was like, oh, I gotta wash my hands, I'm gonna get Ebola, oh, I gotta hand sanitize, I'm gonna get Ebola. Motherfucker, it's fucking really hard to get Ebola. It's really fucking hard to get Ebola. Really hard. Anyways, that's number 1 topic. The second topic is how I believe Christmas is over-commercialized, in the sense that it's not the true meaning behind Christmas, but I'll expound upon that here in a minute. And then the third and final topic for today's segment is police brutality. So let's go ahead and get on the first topic. So Ebola, I'm from the DFW area, and a couple months ago we had this guy who I believe was overseas, and he flew back here to the DFW area, and it was a confirmed case of Ebola. And how the fuck this happened, I don't know. Like, I understand him getting Ebola, like being overseas and having that disease, exposed to him and bringing it over. Like, I totally understand that. But how the fuck did one of the nurses get it? That makes no fucking sense. Like, was she like jerking him off like when fucking the hospital closed? Like, what is this shit? You're supposed to, when it comes to an Ebola patient, you're supposed to have like full hazmat uniform protection, to where you can't, trade fluids and all that bullshit. Like, this guy should have been fucking wrapped up in goddamn bubble wrap for all I care, in like a bubble like the size of fucking King Kong's ball sack. And fucking this lady somehow gets it. I don't know how. Don't know how. I'm not gonna really question it, but it's really stupid. And the funny thing is, this guy died, and I'm pretty sure the nurse lived. Like, what? I mean, I guess that makes sense now that I think about it. Because, I mean, she was a nurse in a hospital, so she probably got cured right away, whereas in his circumstances, he already had it, and it took him probably a couple days to a week before he got cured. But I just don't understand how that can happen. I understand how he can get it, but I don't understand how the nurse can get it. That makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Ebola is a huge disease that is very, what is it called? Terminal. And you decide to go in there and get it. I don't fucking know how that happened at all. And then now it's like there's no Ebola anymore. It was really annoying, like for a while, like all these white girls, and well, that's kind of sexist. These people, they would just be like, oh, I don't want to get Ebola. I'm going to get Ebola. Like, do you understand how hard it is to get Ebola? Like, I'm pretty sure if you had Ebola, you would fucking know if you had Ebola. Like, I've read up the symptoms of it, and it's like you're bleeding out of your orifices and all this witchcraft bullshit. Like, you would know if you had Ebola. Like, come on. If you were bleeding out of your orifices and all this stuff, you would not be going out in public. So yeah, I don't know. And now it's kind of not a big thing anymore. The media is not talking about it really too much anymore. For a while, people were saying, oh, that's how the world's gonna end. We're all gonna get fucking Ebola. We're just gonna get Ebola and just jerk off everywhere and give everyone else Ebola. And that'll be fucking cool. I don't foresee that happening, though. Definitely not. But that's kind of my rant on the whole Ebola thing. I'm kind of glad that it's kind of, dimmed down a little bit. So that's the first topic. Second topic is over commercialization of Christmas. And now what I mean by that is when you think about the meaning of Christmas, it's, for one, to be honest, I'm not extremely religious. I believe in God. I don't go to church at all. I don't really agree with church. I mean, I know some people are going to disagree with me, and I totally understand your viewpoints on this, but I'm just giving you my opinion. I still believe in God, but I have a very personal relationship with him. I don't feel like I need to go out and go to some place where I can talk to him. I feel like he's in my heart, and I can talk to him whenever I need to talk to him. So it's more of a personal basis. So sorry about that rant. But in my opinion, the meaning of Christmas is, coming together with your family, and just spending time and being thankful for everything, and just spending quality time with your parents. And I feel like, I didn't grow up in the 1800s or anything, but I don't know what Christmas was like back then, or previous to the 21st century. But I feel like now it's very over-commercialized in the fact that you have to give someone a present for Christmas for them to be grateful or something like that. Like, oh, it's Christmas, gotta fucking spend $500 on a bunch of shit to give to people, it's stupid. Like, it makes no sense. For one, it puts a lot of people in financial trouble, and two, it's very materialistic, and I feel like Christmas is so much more of an important holiday than to be materialistic and commercialized. And I think it's stupid after day of Thanksgiving on Black Friday, how one fucking day you can be super thankful for something, and then the next day you're trampling over people and literally killing people to get presents for your family in a very materialistic way. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Sorry, but the human race is fucking stupid sometimes. Really fucking are. We can all admit, humans are fucking stupid. Like, we're born and we're encrypted with all this shit that we're spoon-fed, like, through TV and through our parents, just because that's the way life is. And sometimes I believe you gotta question that and say, what does this really mean? Is this really the way that we should be handling the situation? And I think with Black Friday, it's absolutely fucking stupid. If you want to get cool deals and all that awesome stuff without killing people, just order your shit online. It's not fucking hard. It takes fucking Amazon. Like, they have next day shipment. How hard is that? Why do you have to go into a store where you can, like, cool, yeah, they have cool deals, but is that worth risking someone's life for? Like, I believe this Black Friday in 2014 was the deadliest Black Friday in the history of Black Friday. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I think it was like thousands and thousands of people died because they got either trampled or shot and killed. And I just believe, I don't know, I just believe there's kind of disorder with our system. And that's kind of the topic over commercialized Christmas. I just feel like it's more for family, and it has more of a meaning to me than just getting presents. Like, to be honest, like, I would fucking love a second monitor here so I could stream and watch my live stream while I game. But I don't give two shits if I don't get it or not, because I'm spending time with my family this year. This is my first Christmas away from my family, so that's going to be the important thing. I'm excited to go see my family and see how they've been since my girlfriend and I just moved out a couple months ago. So that's what I'm excited for this Christmas, not getting presents. So and I feel like whenever you're young, it's just all about getting Christmas presents. Like, that's what I always viewed it as until I grew up and actually kind of started thinking on my own. It was all, yeah, Christmas presents. Like, I didn't really get the whole meaning behind it. And now that I'm 21 now, I'm starting to kind of learn that it should be more about spending time with your family. So I'm gonna cut off that rant. And then the last segment for Truthful Tuesday today is police brutality. We all know that we've seen it in the media for the past couple of months, even past couple years. It's been kind of surfacing, and I just think in some circumstances it's complete bullshit, and in some circumstances it might be necessary. And what I mean by that is, in some instances, like the Michael Brown case, I'm not going to expound upon this too much because I'll have a bunch of different viewpoints on it. But my viewpoint is, I read the article where they did the autopsy on him, and from what I understood, it looked like he was very aggressive in the situation. It was proven that he was trying to reach for the gun. I'm not saying that the cop should have shot him. I really don't know if I agree with that. There's multiple different ways to detain a person than fucking shooting them. You can still shoot them, but don't aim for the vital organs. Like, I feel like when cops try to, like, detain subjects and when they're very violent, then they just fucking pull out their Glocks and they're like, bam, 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 fucking suck a dick. I don't know what they say. They probably don't say suck a dick. But I feel like in this situation, if I was a cop, personally, if I was a cop, I would probably have a bunch of disagreements with this, but if I was a cop and I had a gun and I had a badge and I had multiple different means of detaining a suspect, like i.e. pepper spray, baton, taser gun, so that you have four main things. You have, what, 5, because you have handcuffs, you have pepper spray, you have baton, you have taser, and you have a gun. I feel like if I was a cop and someone had a gun and they were pointing at me and they were about to shoot, then yes, that is where you have the right to kill them. That is where you aim for the dome and you pop away. But if you presume them to be not armed, if they don't have a fucking gun in their hand, shoot them in the leg. Because I'm pretty sure if you shoot them in the leg or tase them, they're not gonna fucking reach for a gun. I would shoot them like 3 or 4 times in the leg. I don't think you'll kill someone shooting them in the leg as when you shoot them in the head. And I feel like in the Michael Brown case, I feel like yes, he deserved to be detained, but I don't think he deserved to be killed. There's so many different loopholes within the case. Parts where I'm not 100% sure if it's fact or fiction, but I believe that it shouldn't have really gotten to that point. And then a bunch of different other viral videos, like, I don't remember the guy's name, but he was in, I think, New York, and he had just stopped a fight or something, and these cops were saying that he was trying to sell illegal cigarettes or something, and the suspect was a heavier set gentleman, and they tackled him to the ground, and this guy just put him in a chokehold and started choking him to where he couldn't breathe, and the guy died right there on the floor. Like, so that makes absolutely no fucking sense to me. That's the part of police brutality that I hate. It's absolutely nonsense. It's bullshit. The guy, if you've seen the video, I'll post a link in the description, but the guy is literally standing there and he's just having a civilized conversation with the cops, and they just like bomb rush him, tackle him, all this stuff, and the guy chokes him, and the suspect said, "I can't breathe." And the cops don't give a fuck. They're like, I don't give a fuck if you can't breathe. They just want to detain the guy because they're a bunch of macho men. It's just complete bullshit. I think that is stupid. Like, that's unnecessary. And then there's a bunch of other cases and stuff. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence when it comes to police brutality. I believe in some instances it's necessary to be brutal with a suspect, but it depends on the suspect's actions. If they are not acting violent, I don't believe that you should act violent. If they are acting violent, then you have to take the proper precautions to detain the suspect. I mean, that's an eye for an eye right there. I mean, you want to treat people like you want people to treat. How the fuck does the saying go? You want to be treated as. Fuck, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. You want to treat people as they treat you, or people treat you as you want to be treated. I don't fucking know. All that witchcraft. You know what I'm talking about. I'll shut up now. But that's my view on police brutality. I believe that it's got to be weighed with knowledge instead of aggression. I believe, like, you actually need to fucking think before you pull out a gun, because a gun's a huge fucking thing. I mean, like, that's a weapon that can take someone's life in an instant, and people have family and kids and stuff. I believe you have to think about this shit before you actually pull the trigger. And if you are going to pull the trigger, it just depends on the circumstance. Like I said, if they have a gun and they're pointing at you, then yeah, you have to go for the kill, because that's self-defense. But if not, and you foresee them not being armed or dangerous, and they're still attacking you, then pull out your fucking taser or mace them. There's no need to pull out a fucking gun and shoot them. Like, you don't see this shit happening in Europe. Like, Europeans look at us and they fucking laugh because Americans are so goddamn stupid. They really are. We really are. We're a fucking corrupt-ass, commercialized nation that's just hogwash. It's bullshit. If you go to Europe, like, that's why all Europeans, like, think we're fucking stupid. Is because all the bullshit that we've been fed for the last 100, 200 years. I mean, I'm not saying that there's no good parts to America. I mean, there's awesome parts to America. We're free. We have freedom of speech, all that good stuff. But I believe there's some circumstances within American policies that I really just don't believe with, and I believe a lot of people that are gonna be watching this don't believe with. But that's pretty much it for Truthful Tuesday today. My name is Brandon. On these segments, it's going to be once a week. This is going to be only a one-time thing a week, Truthful Tuesday. And then the rest of the days are going to be kind of like vlogging and stuff, kind of just hanging out and gaming and stuff. Gaming's probably going to be my main target on this channel. But I like to spice things up a little bit. Just like eating a turkey sandwich every day of the week. You're going to get tired of that shit if it's the same thing. So I want to mix it up, have about 3 things that I work with. And if you guys would do me a huge favor and leave a like on the video and comment and tell me what you liked about this video and what you didn't like about this video. And I would really appreciate it for next week if you gave me 3 other cool topics to talk about, and I would love to talk about them. And give me ideas for my gaming channel, like what games you guys would want to watch me play and stuff, because I love gaming. It is awesome. I've worked really hard on making a pretty decent setup for myself here, so I'm going to put it to good use, and I'm here for the long haul. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel. That would be much appreciated. I can't wait to talk to you guys and hear good feedback from you guys. Until next time, my name is Brandon, aka LordLlamaB. Until next time, see you guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.